event is coming soon. I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator.
Hello, just a brief announcement to let you know that we've started a new channel called The Event Is Coming Soon on dailymotion.com. Just in case you come to our channel and find out that it has been terminated because YouTube has come up with some kind of guideline to terminate our channel, then you can still continue to receive the great intel that we've always provided for you on dailymotion.com. You may be aware that YouTube has been terminating a lot of channels like ours because they just don't want to get the information out about the intel that's very important to keeping us aware of what's truly going on in our world and society. So remember, go to dailymotion.com and subscribe to The Event Is Coming Soon. We look forward to seeing you at dailymotion.com. Thank you so much for your support over the years. And now, here is your featured video.
A 44-year-old teenager shares his anti-aging health tips. By Arjun Walia. Rajesh is a health and fitness coach, and after going through some difficult times in his life with his mental and physical health, he ended up finding his very own fountain of youth. It's basically just positive vibes, which is huge if you're aware of the emerging science behind the mind-body connection, a diet predominantly full of raw fruits and vegetables, and a good amount of physical exercise. Obviously, there are a lot of people that disagree with this, and when it comes to our health it's not always one size fits all. As you can see from the video below, Roger is clearly in tip-top shape and really looks healthy and youthful for his age. So, when it comes to his first secret, a vegetarian diet full of predominantly raw fruits and vegetables, it makes sense. Dr. Deepak Bhatt, a Harvard Medical School professor and editor-in-chief of the Harvard Heart Letter emphasizes, when it comes to getting protein in your diet, meat isn't the only option. Mounting evidence shows that reducing meat and increasing plant-based protein is a healthier way to go. A diet with any type of meat raises the risk of heart disease and cancer, when compared with a vegetarian diet. Source. We've published multiple articles regarding the health and science behind a meat-free diet, so if you'd like to learn more, I encourage you to go through the articles linked below. 5 ways animal protein is damaging your health. 9 things that happen when you stop eating meat. Internal medicine physician shares what happens to your body when you stop eating meat. Plant-based protein versus protein from meat, which one is better for your body? The heart disease rates of meat eaters compared to vegetarians and vegans. Were those who roamed the earth before us nearly all vegetarian? When it comes to the second component, which is exercise, no proof of that is really required. It goes without saying that it's an integral and necessary part in living a healthy lifestyle that helps to slow down the aging process and therefore, age-related diseases. There's something I'd like to add in as well, and that's fasting and caloric restriction. Caloric restriction, CR, defined as lessening caloric intake without depriving essential nutrients, beginning early or in midlife and sustained over the lifespan, increases longevity and delays or slows progression of multiple age-related diseases in many, but not all, laboratory animal models. 1-4. Source. Basically, when you take a look at caloric restriction studies, many of them show a prolonged lifespan as well as an increased ability to fight chronic disease. Calorie restriction, CR, extends lifespan and retards age-related chronic diseases in a variety of species, including rats, mice, fish, flies, worms, and yeast. The mechanism or mechanisms through which this occurs are unclear. The quote above is from a review of literature that is more than 10 years old. The work presented here is now showing some of these mechanisms that were previously unclear. This brings me into another important point, the power fasting, which, like caloric restriction, turns out to have a tremendous amount of health benefits, and basically has the ability to regenerate your entire immune system. The science behind fasting is truly incredible, and based on my research and experience, it has definitely a life changer for those who incorporate it into their lifestyle, but it requires a lot of research. If you'd like to learn more about the benefits of fasting, please refer to the links below. Doctor explains what happens to the human body when it goes into ketosis. Autophagy. Fasting and exercise. Scientists reveal multiple ways you can slow down the process of aging. Neuroscientist shows what fasting does to your brain and why Big Pharma wants to study it. The Complete Guide to Fasting Reversing Type 2 Diabetes. A special interview with Dr. Jason Fung. Why researchers are seeking FDA approval for fasting and caloric restriction for cancer treatment. Scientists discover that fasting triggers stem cell regeneration and fights cancer. Study shows what a ketogenic diet did to mice with systemic metastatic cancer. The biggest misconception about the ketogenic diet: you don't actually have to follow it. New study shows intermittent fasting may be a powerful tool to increasing longevity. Study shows how fasting for 3 days can regenerate your entire immune system. What fasting can do for people with type 2 diabetes, cancer and Alzheimer's disease. When it comes to the mind-body connection, the research and proof is abundant. There is enough to warrant the use of these practices inside of hospitals, without a doubt. Why do I say this? Because as far back as 1999, statistics professor Jessica Utz at UC Irvine published a paper showing that parapsychological experiments have produced much stronger results than those showing the daily dose of aspirin helps to prevent heart attacks. Utz also showed that these results are much stronger than the research behind various drugs like antiplatelets. The interaction of our thoughts with the physical material world is of huge interest today, garnering increasing attention by academics around the world. Despite a wealth of scientific data showing that one can influence the other, and even more evidence proving that certain emotional states can lead to chronic illness, many who work in mainstream medicine remain entirely ignorant of these concepts. Perhaps this is why more and more people are gravitating towards alternative forms of medicine. As Garth Cook from Scientific American points out, a growing body of scientific research suggests that our mind can play an important role in healing our body or in staying healthy in the first place. There are now several lines of research suggesting that our mental perception of the world constantly informs and guides our immune system in a way that makes us better able to respond to future threats. That was a sort of aha moment for me, where the idea of an entwined mind and body suddenly made more scientific sense than an ephemeral consciousness that has somehow separated from our physical selves. You can check out the articles below for more information on the mind-body connection. This is how powerful the mind-body connection really is. The astonishing link between quantum physics and the human mind. Distinguished scientists gather to emphasize, matter is not the only reality. Study outlines what prayer, meditation, and yoga can do to the human body. I think it is important to share the information and articles linked above because at the end of the day, it is really time to question what we are doing on our planet, and have been doing for a long time. It is hard to propose new ways of doing things to a human race that has been doing something for so long, but it is a step that has always been taken throughout human history. We go through drastic changes and major global paradigm shifts, and one seems to be happening right now with regards to meat eating, from a compassionate, health, and environmental standpoint. I am going to link a couple more articles you might be interested before you get to the video.
If you like our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our new videos. Feel free to share on your social media. Thanks for watching. See you next time.